Hey Virgos, welcome back to my channel, caseyleighreiki. I'm Casey. Today we are going to be doing your general reading. So this is going to be for my Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus signs. First of all, look at this beautiful light coming in here. Let me tell you, I am really hoping that this is spirit coming through for me right now with this beautiful lighting here. This is fantastic. How aesthetic. Because this is going to be the 7th time that I've tried to record this video. The 7th. Yes, you heard that correctly. So I don't know if y'all are just going through some stuff and maybe Spirit's trying to tell me this through this method here. I had issues with storage, with uploading. It was just crazy. So many technical difficulties. I am really, really hoping that we can get this accomplished. If not, I might cry. I'm gonna be honest. All right. So, new camera angle as well. Let me know if you guys enjoy this a little bit better. I'm gonna be setting up kind of like a backdrop as well at some point, but I left the cards out from the last attempt at doing this video, so I'm gonna try once more. I'm going to show you the cards, and we're just going to get straight into it because I've already shuffled and I've already done everything because I keep trying to do this video and it's not working, okay? So I have the cards out. I'm going to show you, and we're going to start again, okay? So the cards that came out the last time for my Virgos, number 48, this is Eye of the Storm. I know with the glare you can kind of, a little difficult to see. See if I can, there we go. Okay, then we also have Ancestralite here, number 47. And then we have number 45. This is Rhodochrosite. Okay. If you do hear some noise in the background, my partner will be home at some point, so you might hear him come in the background. With that being said, let me read these to you. We're just going to kick it off like normal. So I'm sorry for the abrupt beginning, but again, I hope this is spirit coming in to say, hi, we're here to mend this for you. Okay. What a wild, wild, crazy ride. Okay, so Eye of the Storm, safe haven. Eye of the Storm is a safe haven for your soul, a calm center no matter what upheavals may occur. A life support system during stressful times or serious illness. Hold on to it during challenges so that you keep things in perspective. You may be allowing the challenges and traumas of life to push you off center. That's me for sure right now. Stress and pressure are a major cause of your dis-ease. You could be focusing too closely on one aspect of life to the detriment of others. Look at the wider picture. Time to relax and let go of your stress. Stay mindful rather than watchful. Excess adrenaline adversely affects your immune system. Switch on the positive potential in your cell walls. Meditate quietly to rejuvenate your DNA. You can stay centered and calm no matter what storm rages around you. And then they have a soul path at the bottom, which is kind of like an affirmation type thing, walking safely through the storm. So I definitely feel like there might be a lot going on around you guys. That's what I was picking up on in my previous attempt at the video, that you guys are kind of in the midst of everything coming all up at once. I started getting some downloads for you guys right when my phone cut the video off in the middle, and I'm so bummed about it. But basically, I was channeling a lot of chatter in the mind for you guys, a lot of just things going and going and going where you guys are really struggling to kind of work through it, feeling as though it's just like bouncing back and forth and like kind of some almost like kind of like Energizer Bunny type of energy, but kind of in like more of an anxious way, but like this and this and this and this and this. I feel like you guys are coming to a lot of realizations, and I was also hearing Kundalini energy for you guys. So Kundalini energy refers to the serpent that kind of sits at the base of the spine, spiraled, or I like to think of it as like the root or the base chakra. And then as you go through a spiritual awakening or this moment where you're like, oh, okay, and realizing these things, doing this inner healing, inner child work, while you're awakening, you are, the serpent kind of like uncoils, comes up, and it's almost like it opens up all of your chakras, all the way up, one at a time. You just kind of bloom. So I was picking up on all 3 of these cards kind of playing into that. That's why the brain is going like a little crazy about like this and this and that and this and that, and it's just like there's a lot going on. I feel like, again, the realizations, waking up to things, there's a lot that you're processing, right? And so the next one is Ancestral Light. So this one is called the Ancestors. Ancestral Light has been radically modified during its time in the earth. It helps you to find the treasures hidden in your past. It takes healing way back and brings forward soul learning, rolling it into the future, but letting go of the experiences that created it. So again, ancestral healing as well. Any dis-ease you are carrying is ancient and has passed down through the ancestral line. It relates to prevailing attitudes and forbidden emotions that have been kept firmly repressed, as well as to ancient traumas and family dramas. Take note of your dreams. Family secrets come to the surface. A radical rethink is called for on all that you think you believe and allow yourself to feel. The ancestors are all those who have gone before, not just your bloodline. Heal them and you will heal yourself. The soul path is manifesting the gifts from the past. Okay, I just saw 555 as well, so we're talking about changes, right? Video hasn't cut out yet, so that's good. I don't know what's going on with my phone and the storage. It's a little crazy. But anyways, so the Heart Reviver. This is for rhodochrosite. Rhodochrosite teaches the heart to assimilate painful feelings without shutting down. Dissolving denial and identifying ongoing detrimental patterns, it offers compassionate love and forgiveness. You face the truth with loving awareness. So I am feeling a sense of, which also came up in more than one of my previous attempts for your video, a lot of feelings regarding maybe some guilt and some shame. It could be regarding and revolving around one situation. It could be multiples of them. And again, sorry if I keep not looking at the actual camera. I'm just trying to make sure that it's still recording because I don't trust it now. But I feel like it's something coming to the surface that you have tried to bury. You've tried to drown it out. You've tried to cover it. And it's something that is just rearing its ugly head. There's no way to ignore it any longer. It's inevitable, okay? So deep down, you feel alienated, unloved, or unappreciated. This is very, I just heard past life trauma, but it's childhood trauma as well. So I feel like they're like, no. Oh my God, they're like, you heard what I said. This is past life trauma that you brought over, hence Ancestral Light. You've brought it into this lifetime. That's very clear. They're like, yes, that's what it is. Okay. Deep down, you feel alienated, unloved, or unappreciated. A history of sexual or emotional abuse creates dis-ease. See, now my throat's going. So you guys not expressing yourself. Wow. I sound like a frog. Wow. Or you may have misused or feared your sexual power in the past. You may be repressing something you do not want to face. See, right there. You may be repressing something you do not want to face. Irrational fears and paranoia and, quote, unacceptable emotions need to be acknowledged and transformed. So you could have definitely felt in the past as though you were not acknowledged, you weren't validated, the way you were feeling wasn't seen as important. You know, maybe you had to fight to actually be heard, be seen, to be understood, and all those types of things, right? Let me turn on my light. It's all a little dark now. We went from all the sun to no light. Okay, a little bit better. There you go. If there was some sort of abuse in your past, or I feel like for you guys, I might be picking up on this for like one or two people, it might be just a small group of you, but there is something to do with shame and something sexual. So it could be abuse, it could be possibly shame around maybe your sexuality, something like that. There's some sort of shame revolving something. It's very vulnerable, and again, I think it's past life trauma, but it's come into this lifetime, so it's playing out in this lifetime for you guys as well. Let's see. Time for a change of viewpoint. Begin to seek the gifts in your experiences rather than seeing the negative effects. So change your narrative. Check out whether what you were taught in childhood is still relevant to the person that you are today. Releasing resentment from your heart creates well-being. Soul path, radiating unconditional love and selfless compassion. So I do think there is something here for you guys that, you know, needs to be addressed. I do think it is past life carried into this lifetime, and it's something that you should definitely keep your eye on. Feelings of guilt and shame, obviously very difficult to deal with. I would focus on the solar plexus if you are focused on like the chakras themselves and you want to work on them, focus on the solar plexus and the heart chakra. On the bottom was peridot, I believe. I think this is actually money related, but I haven't seen that one jump out yet, but I've seen most of the other ones. That's why I was just curious what was on the bottom. Anyways, okay, so let's move forward, shall we? We're going to get into some tarot. We're going to get into first, actually, Twin Flame Journey Oracle. That's what this deck looks like. The lovely Mystic Moon makes this deck. She's here on YouTube as well, so definitely go check out her readings as well as her awesome decks. I love them. So let's see what we got, okay? So, Spirit, what do we have, please, for my Virgos? Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus Virgo signs. What do we have for my Virgos, please? Oh, look, you have mask in reverse. When I split the deck, this definitely makes me feel like you are taking a mask off. There is exposure very specifically to some big things, okay? Exposure to some big stuff. It feels definitely intense and heavy. I feel like you guys, especially if you're younger, they're telling me that you are coming into who you are. You are going through like a dark night of the soul. You're like, wow, I have to deal with this stuff. I don't have a choice. If I want to be this person that I want to be, I'm gonna have to clear out some of this stuff. I'm gonna have to deal with these things at some point. I feel like it's almost like, yeah, I'm sick and tired of feeling this way. I have to address this and I have to heal it so I can move on. Okay, one more shuffle for my Virgos, please. See what's going on for you guys here for January. We have pride and ego, and it's coming out sideways too, just like this. Look at that. This to me is that this might be stopping you. Okay, this might be stopping you from moving forward and doing some of this work, because to me, I feel like you don't want to admit that these things have happened, or maybe you're ashamed of some stuff that you've done. Maybe there's some guilt around some stuff that you've done. There's some sort of energy. Ooh, there's some sort of energy here that I feel like you guys are struggling with your pride and your ego to say, like, maybe it's like, yes, I did these things that I'm not so proud of. That's kind of the energy I feel. Ooh, and I got chills. All right, let's see what these two popped out. We have forgiveness and we have tribe. So this is interesting to me because I feel like we were saying, ancestral healing and trauma coming over to this, as well as the repression of some emotions, maybe not feeling in your childhood or at some point in your life, like you were seen, heard, etc. To me, this is feeling like it could be someone really close to you. This could be your family. So it could definitely be childhood trauma with the tribe card. This is someone you're very closely connected to. And I feel like you need to forgive that person. That's why these are showing up together. I feel like I'm picking up this like one specific kind of like download here. I feel as though you are trying to forgive a certain person for the things that they've done to you. I really do feel like it could be family, or it could be someone that you hold like in a high regard, like they are family, but maybe they're not, family by blood. It could be like a very close, like maybe friend or something like this, okay? Could be a past partner. There's someone here within your tribe, your soul tribe, that has made you feel like you are not accepted or you're not good enough. And that's why tribe and forgiveness, at least that's what I feel, are coming out together. This is why I think that they are here together. And pride and ego is like, I'm having trouble forgiving you for these things that you've done because they've had a lasting effect on me. They have continuously affected me and the way maybe I function in my life, in my relationships, friendship, romantic, etc. There is an issue here, and it's had this long-lasting effect, and it's almost like, how would I even try to go about like forgiving you and giving you that, like that space back in my life? Or how would I be able to see you any different, or something to that degree where I feel like the relationship between you and someone who's very close to you, possibly a family member, it needs to be mended. And this is the primary place that something needs to happen. It needs to happen here through your dark night of the soul or your ascension, whatever you would like to title it or call it. At the end of the day, I think this person is kind of the root cause of why you experience a lot of the things that you maybe don't like or want to fix. Wow. Inner child. Look at this. This is crazy to me. Look at that. Inner child. Yeah, could definitely be some childhood trauma, like I said. And you need to go back and forgive these things. And it's incredibly difficult because I feel like you guys don't want to. Because you're like, it's not fair what you did to me. Like, I deserve, an apology. And you might not be able to get that from that person. You really might not be able to get that from that person. And the hardest thing in life that we have to do, I feel like I can already feel you guys getting angry with me for saying this because it sucks. And I've been there and I'm sorry. But the hardest thing that I think even I've had to do is forgive someone who's never apologized to me. To lend forgiveness to someone who doesn't deserve it, at least not in your mind, with the pain that you're feeling. I feel like you've kind of pushed this down for a really long time. It's gotten to the point where now it's like really bothering you. You have deception at the bottom too. Look at that. Deception under here. And you have family. And then you have understanding in reverse. I really do now think that it's someone in your family. Someone close to you in your family has like deceived you. And by the way, my partner will be walking in soon. You'll hear him in the background. But I feel like someone in your family has deceived you and you... Wow, look at that shadow work underneath that too. Again, with the not feeling accepted, the not feeling heard, the not feeling understood here. I feel like for some of you even, you could have been like black sheep. Trying my Virgo video one more time. There is just this lack of understanding between, I feel like it's you and one specific person. It could be you and honestly your whole family, like I said, because it could be something like you're the black sheep and you feel like you don't fit in, you're not understood there at all. For some of you, it might just be, like I said, one individual and you need to mend that in order to move forward. But wow, this is really interesting because the understanding in reverse is like, I feel like you are just so not understood by one person. And that's also could connect to the feelings of shame or guilt revolved around either sexuality or some type of sexual aspect of your life. But definitely this feels like family not understanding you and you need to maybe forgive this person in the old connection. Because I feel like it's morphing and changing into something else because I feel like you're doing that. You are changing and therefore the relationship and what has happened has to change as well. So let's see if we can just get a couple more and then we'll get into some tarot. Man, but I feel like that's a pretty clear message like I was picking up on, so. Ooh. All right. Let's do one more shuffle. All right, card on the bottom, vibrations. So you guys are working on your vibration, working on your healing. Love that. Let's see what popped out here. Wow, we have new direction and fifth dimension. This is wild. I love this so much because this tells me that the new direction you're going in is the 5D. Hi, my cat's yelling in the background. This is going in a completely new direction when it comes to your vibration. So I love the fact that we had all three of these actually. Let's hold all three of these up so you can see what I'm talking about here. Okay. Here we go. Look at this. So fifth dimension, new direction, and vibrations. Literally, this is what I'm saying. You are changing, you're evolving, you are morphing into something better. It's definitely that Kundalini energy. And this specifically can talk about a like breaking open of the heart chakra, just a burst open where all of a sudden it's like, I see so much clearer now. Like that's what I feel like you guys are going through. And man, I'm getting such a confirmation in my own heart space. It is, oh my God, I see now. I understand now. I can see this, which is just like absolutely crazy because it's almost like you've been in the dark, so to speak, for so long. You're finally seeing this light. 5 dimension for me is all about heart chakra and love operating out of pure unconditional love, just like that rhodochrosite we had in the beginning, just like the same explanation in the book. Unconditional love and compassion, and that's what you're doing. You're heading more in this direction of maybe I didn't treat people so well and there's this resentment, guilt, shame, and, you know, difficult energies that you're trying to deal with and transmute. You're finally able to do that for the first time in a really long time. And it's opening you up. It is softening you. It's helping you understand. It's helping you move in a new direction. And that is so beautiful to me. Through this transformation, through this dark night of the soul, you guys are going to come out on the other side so much stronger. So much stronger. Seriously, if you are struggling, please just know that you're headed in the right direction. You're doing the right thing. And this is going to be beautiful for you, okay? So let's get a couple tarot cards and then we'll wrap it up, all right? So what do we have for my Virgos? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign Virgos. Still recording, so that's good. Alright, so what do we have for my Virgos? Please, Spirit. What do we have for Virgos? I really do. I just can't stop thinking about this. I really do feel like you guys are on the brink of such a huge transformation. I feel like you guys are seeing everyone in your life just so much differently. Whoops. That didn't go the way I wanted to. Again, things are changing for you. Like right before your eyes. Wild. I've seen the King of Swords actually. Twice since I've been shuffling. It's popped out twice now. So I think this is you guys being clear. It's clarity. It is clear thinking. Change is coming for you guys, whether you want it to or not. All right. At the bottom, beautiful 3 of Pentacles. Okay, I'm trying to figure out which way to, yep, 3 of Pentacles here for you guys. Underneath that, we have 10 of Swords. An interesting combination, because what I just heard is you're working with the pain. You're not trying to work against it and swim against, you know, the current. You are working with your pain. You're wanting to understand it. You're wanting to talk to it, to say to your inner child, to the things that have gone wrong for you. Like, okay, why did they go wrong? Like, why did I feel that way? Why did I feel that way? My words aren't working. You're working with the pain though. You're inviting it in. You're sitting down with it. You're not allowing your demons to take hold of you. You're inviting them in to sit down and talk to you. Maybe that's just what it is your inner child just needs someone to sit down and talk to them. And you're allowing that now. You're holding that space for yourself, which is just so beautiful. Look at that. Hierophant in reverse. I think that this has a lot to do with cutting off people or cutting off soul contracts, soul ties, and that type of thing. I think this is more so cutting these like energy cords. That's why we might have had the King of Swords so many times. You're cutting these contracts off. This makes me feel drained. Gotta go. You know, you're reevaluating. Maybe you're just holding on to energy that you don't need to anymore and you're disconnecting, because this Hierophant energy is Taurus energy. So you could be dealing with one specific person that could be a Taurus, but this really just makes me feel like I'm disconnecting myself from maybe negative emotions or things I'm holding on to. I'm disconnecting myself from that ancestral trauma that we brought over into this lifetime. You are disconnecting from the things that no longer serve you. They're not meant for you. They don't do anything good for you. You're just, I feel like, trying to clean out this clutter. And then look at that, Queen of Swords now. So we have the King of Swords, now we have the Queen of Swords. So you could be dealing with an air sign, like I said, if it's someone specific, which would be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But this is overall just you, again, I feel like disconnecting. Because the Hierophant in reverse is always a disconnection of some kind. So if it's not a divorce per se, which again, however it resonates for you, you know, you plug yourself into the story. This is a disconnection of some kind. This is a cutting ties of some kind, disconnecting, breaking a soul contract. And the Queen of Swords is also very similar to cutting people off, to being clear, concise, like being very, you know, logical about these things. Does this work for me? Does it bring me complete and utter joy, love, compassion? If it's not doing all these wonderful, beautiful things for me, then I don't want it. And I think that's just you being clear cut on this, okay? The Queen of Swords is not afraid to cut people and things out of her life if, you know, she needs to. It's about taking your emotions out of it and just looking at things, you know, factually. So let's see what else we have. Anything else for Virgo? Sorry if I shake the table. The phone holder thingamajig. I don't know what to call it. It's attached to my desk, so sometimes it shakes a little bit, so sorry about that. Ooh. Oh, wow. Look, the Lovers in reverse. So this is Gemini energy. It could mean that, again, you are dealing with a certain romantic partner in general. If this relates back to feelings of shame or guilt, it could be that they all relate to whoever this partner is. Hopefully we'll have a couple of minutes to just clarify that. But you could be cutting off a partner either because they fit the bill of what you're trying to get rid of, or it could be that the person we've been talking about all along has been this partner. This card for me, the Lovers, is not just about romantic partnership, but it's also about having to make a tough choice. So it could just be the tough choice as well of, do I deal with this or not? You know, do I look this in the face or not? Wow, we have King of Cups in reverse. So this falls underneath the Hierophant in reverse. So for some of you, you could be completely for good disconnecting from a water sign. This person, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, could be. It also could be your energy, but I don't think it's you, to be completely honest. It could very well be. Not how I'm feeling. Again, plug yourself in where it works. But I feel like this is the person you're disconnecting from, because we have Hierophant in reverse, King of Cups in reverse under that. I feel like the person that you are, oh wow, look, 8 of Swords at the bottom too. So this is kind of like coming out of a place of mental struggle. This, to me, feels like you are cutting off someone who either is a water sign or has water in their chart, has these qualities. The qualities of this person for me could be someone who is, I feel like, manipulative is the first thing that really comes to me. Someone who could be manipulative, and that could be that you have realized they mirror a person that you need to forgive in your past. Okay, I feel like that's coming through strong, and that might be why you were maybe attracted to them or drawn to them in the first place. Someone who can be manipulative, who just does not know how to handle their emotions, someone who you do not jive well on the same level with emotionally. This person could be, I don't feel like they're cold or anything like that. I feel like they're manipulative. I really feel like maybe even codependency. It feels intense, where it's almost like you feel like you're talking to someone that you're like, I can't win with you. Nothing we ever talk about seems to like come full circle. It just seems like very narcissistic almost. There's like some mind games being played there with the emotional manipulation. So what else do we have for Virgo? Ooh, 5 of Cups, but in reverse. So this could mean that you are struggling to cut this one particular person off in your life. And it could be because you haven't dealt with some things yet. So you haven't made that energetic room and space. It's almost like once you heal these parts of yourself, you'll stop looking for them in other people. Do you see what I'm saying? Whew, I just got chills and my stomach dropped as soon as I said that. I think you guys might be realizing that there's a specific person in your life that you can see the similarities now. Okay, I looked for this person and was drawn to them because I was trying to fix this one thing within myself. You know, once you start healing, everything changes. And I think you guys were just like, I'm done with my own SHIT, you know what I'm saying? Let's see, anything else for Virgo, please, for January? Ooh. Oh, wow, look at this strength. So Leo energy, this comes out underneath that Lovers in reverse. You are really needing to cultivate strength here and cultivate this like willpower to be able to disconnect yourself. Look at this too, which is really interesting. I have never really noticed this in this deck, but it looks like there's a bunch of like snakes or like amphibious type creatures here. I don't know if you guys can see that, but they're all moving through the water towards that light. And you're here in the background as this, you know, person here, the strength card. It's just wild to me because it feels like you're like, I'm getting rid of the snakes in my life, or the people who almost like I can't like trust, like the people who are maybe up to no good. That's just what I feel like. I feel like you need strength to be able to cut this person off or cut these people off in your life, okay? Page of Wands in reverse underneath too. So it kind of almost reminds me of like you're just like, no. Like, you need to communicate to them that this isn't the same. You don't feel the same. Let's clarify the Lover's card real quick. I feel like you need some strength to just be able to weather through the storm. And I think it was, actually, it's funny that I said that because we had Eye of the Storm, I think, at the beginning of the reading, but I can't remember. But the Lovers, why is the Lovers in reverse here for Virgo? Wow, Hanged Man in reverse. This is enlightenment about a partnership. I think you are realizing, whichever storyline you resonate with, you're realizing things need to change. And it might be with that particular person. It might mean that you need to change things within yourself. Why is the Lovers here for Virgo? Almost. Six of Wands and Page of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like this just so simply says that I'm going to have success when I can cut off this like poor foundation in my life, when I can cut off whatever this is. Because the Page of Pentacles, pages talk about messages. The Pentacles can talk about, you know, money, but in this case I do feel like it's security or stability, and we're talking about foundations, so relationships count. This to me just feels like you're gonna release this person, and that's where the Six of Wands comes in, of feeling really successful. That's where the success is going to come in, by communicating to them that you don't feel like this is solid anymore. This isn't something that suits you. You've grown apart from this person for whatever these reasons are. I honestly think it's just because you're healing. You're going through an awakening, and you're realizing that certain people, you know, places and things are not for you anymore. It's just pretty clear cut. I feel like you are definitely struggling trying to remove yourself from one particular situation, and just have faith in yourself, believe in yourself, because I think it's coming. It's just going to take some time for you to get fully to that point. But in the meantime, please don't stop healing. You're doing a great job, all right? So thank you guys for sticking with me. Thank you. Huge shout out to my phone for also sticking with me. Finally, I guess the 7th, 8th time, whatever, is a charm. I love you all so very much. Thank you for allowing me the honor to read for you. And remember to check out the description box below to find me on other platforms. Check out my website that is listed down there as well, how to book with me. And if you are not from TikTok, be sure to follow me over on TikTok, as I go live every Sunday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, guys, thank you so much. I will see you soon. Bye-bye.